quickly. Mami kwa humano so because inya Honorable Ricketts Hagan, or a member of Parliament, Emma Cape Coast South constituency, or a member of the Privileges Committee. Honorable, me about Eba Happy Morning Show no so anope. Honorable, wait quickly. Yanina himself 5th April and Speaker of Parliament, a director says some 3 MPs were referred to the Privileges Committee say mo yen hwehwe mo efa omo absenteeism our Parliament. Enra yenyantia say mojumedie ni de na ese mo hya se ankesa, but Sarah Adwoa Safo, member of Parliament for Domeko Abenya enya de a wabepie mo e wo makache. According to reports no or say Privileges Committee onya krata bia emfrim ho no krabi e wo sa asem no.
Well, no say on the what is it called? Before the last session ended in Parliament, Right Honourable Speaker, I refer in your colleagues me and Sa, Honourable Adwoa Safo, Honourable Kennedy Japan, and Henry Cttee to the Privileges Committee. So almost exceed the 15-day rule in one session. That is absenteeism. And I mean, the Constitution is clear. If something like that happens, the honourable member or members should vacate their posts, as members of Parliament. But the Constitution also gives an opportunity for Obia fall into that, category to also, defend themselves if they so wish by providing, some evidence as to why if you're going to be member Parliament for that 15 days, but for whatever reason, they were not able to communicate that or get a prior approval or permission to do that. And see, that is the process that we started yesterday, the hearing yesterday. In fact, the day before that, we met as a committee, the Privileges Committee, myself as the ranking, Honorable Joe Osewusu Joe Wise as the chairman of the committee. And we put in place the modalities I had conducted the whole proceedings. And yesterday we were to start with Honorable Henry Cttee. He did appear, but Parliament itself has some challenges, and that is to do with the Speaker and the First Deputy Speaker. Speaker, when delegates be a ban ho, another there's a delegation abroad on mobile Speaker ho. Not just a Speaker has to share the time between sitting in Parliament and then attending to. And usually in such circumstances, the Speaker will use his 2 deputies, Honourable Joe Wise and the second deputy. Unfortunately, the second deputy ain't around. I believe he's on some assignment somewhere out of the country, I believe. Speaker and Joe Wise and Kwati, between the 2 of them, it was becoming difficult, say Joe Wise, as a result of what happened in terms of parliamentary activities. Not Joe Wise, but to me, as I chair the Privileges Committee because he was on a moment's notice. Speaker Bamane be replacing our chamber. So for that reason, Joe Wise got a 30 minutes permission to come to the Privileges Committee because Honourable Henry Cttee now waba, so obey the hearing. The chairman of the Privileges Committee, who is also the first deputy, what I'm telling you, that's where I got it from. So this is the situation happening in Parliament between him and the Speaker and the sitting arrangement. And he, this sitting area too, which is likely says that time we have agenda, so we can have an ample time to hear Honourable Henry Cttee. But Honourable Henry Cttee so indicate my hand. So also same 2 o'clock our ministerial business to attend to. He's also a minister of Greater Accra. So to attend to those business. So now I just say it will not be possible to meet him at 2 o'clock. After so may meeting as I said, also to on I don't know whether it's a government business or personal business, but on my as I said, he will be out of jurisdiction, not in the country. And now, two things. First of all, we couldn't have continue with the hearing because Honorable Wise had to go back into the chamber to possibly replace Speaker. And then 2 o'clock was not convenient for Honorable Henry Cttee because he had to go and perform his ministerial duties. And then fixing a date for him to come back to was a bit because he was also traveling out of the country. So we concluded that we will communicate based on his availability when he gets back in a week's time. We will discuss among ourselves, myself and my chairman, with Honorable Henry Cttee's availability to fix a new date. Don't forget we are working towards a deadline as well. And it looks like if he's going to be away and come in a week's time, we are not likely to meet the deadline. So it was agreed that we might have to go to the Speaker to get an extension so that we can exhaust this process and do it properly. Yeah. Now, in the case of Honorable Adwoa Safo, he was supposed to be in today, supposed to have met the committee according to the committee's timetable. But also yesterday, it was communicated to us, say, the new Patriotic Party, more regional elections in all the regions, I believe, and the members of the committee who are members of parliament will be going to their various constituencies, and that includes the chairman of the Privileges Committee. And he said on Friday, will not be able to come on. So my understanding is that this will be communicated again to Honorable Adwoa Safo, and a new date will be proposed. New date, set a new date in yet. So that is what I know.
Honorable, say you would communicate to Adwoa Safo again on the new date. Was there a prior communication to Adwoa Safo say? And did you receive confirmation from her? Say,
well, this is administrative. I mean, we are not the ones who do those things. They are done by the clerk of the committee. So the clerk, communicated to all three of them. And the only thing I heard from is only one person who indicated that they will not be able to honor the dates that they were given. That is Honorable Kennedy Japan, because he was going for a medical review. Okay. And she, on my hand time of his availability. Into here's our timetable now, he is supposed to be the last person, which is on the 31st. So I'm hoping that by 31st, availability or communicate to the clerk's office, they are fixed at 31st now, he will be available on the 31st. These matters, administrative matters, are handled by the clerk of the Privileges Committee. And when they get into contact with whoever they have to, reach and invite, they will propose a timetable which we follow as a committee. Very
well, Honorable. Into comments about Yate say Adwoa Safo say she has not received any such communication. Mwankasa as members of the Privileges Committee, I'm sure someone is the same way. Now, what are you saying?
Well, I'm saying I don't know how early this information has been out there. I think Andrew and I'm so interview. Me, I haven't heard the interview, but I think somebody played it to me. I think it was Cttee FM where I had an interview last night, and they played this to me, and I asked whether it was an interviewer, Cttee, a conductor, and they told me that no, but it came from another station, presumably Joy or something. I'm not sure.
That's correct.
As I said, I haven't heard it. So if that is the case, then obviously my first thing I will be doing this morning is to get in touch with the clerk's office to find out exactly what is going on, because we had a timetable for her to appear today. It was not as a result of her receiving or not receiving invitation that the meeting is cancelled today, but rather as a result of the members who are going to their various constituency for regional elections. That is why we have cancelled the proceedings for today.
Honorable,
I will find out from the clerk's office what is going on.
Very well, Honorable.
Yeah, because if we don't reach her, how would you be able to fix another date for her? So the information is still fresh. I haven't heard it.
Okay.
I have not spoken to Honorable Adwoa. In fact, I haven't spoken to any of the members.
Okay.
Apart from yesterday when we met. So as I said, only one person who needed the permission, and myself and my chairman needed to grant that permission, and
okay.
that's Honorable Kennedy, the point that he will not be available on the initial time that was proposed to him, and we obliged. That's why we fixed the date of 31st. I never heard from Honorable Cttee whether he was going to come or not come. I didn't hear from Honorable Adwoa Safo whether she was going to come or not come. We were working with a timetable that the clerk office, when we're putting it together as a result of their invite to these people. And then Honorable Cttee, not having spoken with him, appeared yesterday. So I had no reason to believe that if today's proceedings was happening, Honorable Adwoa Safo will not be there.
Okay,
but
Honorable.
Obviously information reaching us is that is whatever interview she had is that probably she's still not around.
Okay, but, Honorable.
Yeah.
Well, before I didn't come to in the event where one invite you be about privileges committee, now you be a panel any jurisdiction, and you clearly have timelines to deliver a more findings and more decision on the matter, more investigating and matter, more person, more money panel opportunity to be heard. Would you go ahead and conclude on the more ejumana more no? Even if Nipano entumi be PMO ebe yina no ewa asem no.
Well, I think with the lack of technology these days, if we are not able to have that Nipano in person, we could explore other options like Zoom and things. I mean, during the COVID, Zoom became the medium of all meetings, basically.
Okay.
So if that option is available or any other option that will contact with that person to have an interview, I think we will explore that.
Okay.
And the parliament will facility to be able to organize Zoom or any similar all options will be exhausted as to if we are not able to reach the person at all. I think we will have to go back to the speaker and say that you gave an assignment to talk to these people. We didn't find this person, but to rule in and I'm saying we are not there to decide which member of parliament should stay in the house or not stay in the house. It is based on evidence. First of all, were you absent for 15 days as we have been told, and then if the person says that that's not the case, then we'll have to reconcile the data that we have been given with the vote and proceedings, which is the records of parliament, which records the register, and then see, so if we find out in the register that actually the person was not absent for 15 days, then the person has no case to answer. If it happens that they were absent for 15 days, then if they have evidence to support why they should not vacate their post, they will tender in the evidence to us. Our job is to look at the evidence to see that whether the evidence support what they are saying, and that for that reason the evidence is legitimate enough and explains why they were not able to communicate earlier. Then that is what we will convey to the speaker.
Okay.
That's our job.
Honorable, yabedasi anope say wenyamera wacheche nyememo happy morning show no so anope. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Kweku Ricketts Hagan, a member of parliament, Cape Coast South constituency in the central region of Ghana. Na osanso a ranking member of privileges committee of parliament. Odin Sem Kakra Abre, Efa Jumedia is omotume a year, Efa absenteeism of parliament, speaker of parliament, Alban Bagbin, to me refer some 3 MPs. Omumbra na at least no, they'll be heard on Insema and now charges are yadia bo muse Omamba parliament for maximum 15 days emma omo ho kwan no